Welcome to Year 9 Art and Design Options Information. I'm going to be running through the kinds of work that you would do on the course and explain a little bit about the different specialisms that you can choose from. So, why should you choose art and design? Firstly, if you think you're going to be doing a career in art and design, there's quite a large range of options available to you in terms of the creative industries. Art and design would be a really good option for you to choose. Also, if you're reasonably good at art already, that would be another good reason to pick art and design GCSE, and just if you simply enjoy doing that as a subject. If you're going to choose art and design GCSE, you've got 3 options to choose from: fine art, graphics or textiles. I'm now going to run through those different specialisms, talk a little bit more about what you would do on those specific courses. First one is fine art, and you get option to develop your drawing skills and also a whole host of different creative ways of using colour, a lot of painting skills. You would get opportunity to develop all of those kinds of skills whilst you're on this course. We usually start Year 10 with a fine art natural forms project, and you can see some examples of that on the left, and also then we move on to a portrait project. Other things that we do within the fine art specialism is 3D. You get a chance to do clay, mod rock, wire and other types of 3D making. And other options that other techniques that we use are printmaking. So we do lino printing, mono printing and screen printing within that. And then we also do a lot of artwork that we would call mixed media. So that's where you put more than one different material into a final piece. Second option for GCSE would be textiles. And this has a whole host of different types of technique that you can choose from and you can explore. You get to do felt making, machine embroidery, and also lots of other techniques that you can see here. So for example, we do screen printing, applique and mixed media. Throughout all of this, you will use the sewing machine quite a lot. So if you like the idea of doing that, this course would be for you. It isn't a fashion course, but if you were thinking of doing fashion maybe later on as a career, this would be a really good starting point for you to learn all of the basics and learn lots of creative skills. But it is mainly a decorative textile course. It is definitely not a fashion course in terms of design technology textiles. Third option would be graphics, and you get to cover a wide range of different graphic skills. Our projects cover things like logo design, branding, packaging, poster design, and we do projects, for example, like a coffee shop cafe design, where you get a chance to design your own name, logo, branding, packaging, the whole package, the whole set of designs for that particular theme. We do a lot of work on the computer. Roughly about half of your time will be spent designing on the computer, and then the other half will be developing and improving your hand-drawn skills as well. So once you move through the course, we do several different projects, but as you go towards Year 11, at the beginning of Year 11 you do a mock exam, and for that you get a choice of themes, and they're different every year. And here are some examples just of the fine art themes that there were one year to choose from, and you can see here there's a wide range of different themes, and you can also see that students for that particular year chose a whole varied range of ways to approach that project. As we move through the course, you get a chance to do more of what you want to do and interpret one of those themes in whichever way you like. So for example, on the left there, the movement theme shows lots of different ways that students have interpreted it. Some have chosen to do 3D, some have done painting, some have done mixed media and printmaking. So just to give you a little idea of how the course is split up, it's very simple structure to the course. Most of the work that you do will go towards your coursework. So everything you do in class and everything you do for homework, that is all part of your coursework. And that you do throughout the 2 years that you do Art and Design GCSE. and you'll probably do up to about 4 projects over the 2 years. At the end of year 11, you would do an exam project. You get to choose a theme set by the exam board, and then you develop that as a project over about 12 weeks. And then a final piece is done in exam conditions. But that isn't the whole thing that goes towards your marks. Your whole project that you've developed over those 12 weeks goes towards your final exam mark. And just a word to explain that the work that you do for Art GCSE isn't sent off by to the exam board or seen by an examiner as such. Your art teacher will assess your work and give you your mark, and then a small sample of our marks are sent and checked by the exam board. So, what's the point of doing art and design? What can you do at the end of it? You can see on the left here there's a whole host of different ideas for careers and different pathways that you could choose to follow, and those are just a small snippet of the things that would be available to you. If you think about all the different products and all the different things that we use and the things that we do, an art and design person will have had some input into nearly everything that we come into contact with day to day. Other things students say that are good about art and design, you have a long time to complete your coursework. You have 2 years of school years. You get loads of help from your teacher on an individual basis. It's very much independent support that you get, individual support that you get from your teacher. There's very little written work, and the written work that you do need to do for that GCSE, your teacher will help you with and give you loads of time to improve it and to extend your work. There's no revision for a set exam because all of it is practical. So everything you do in your lessons is all contributing towards your final grade. And you get to choose more of what you want to do. So you can work to your strengths, you can do things that you find more interesting and that you enjoy doing more as we move further through the course. We have lots of students that come after school as well, and that's because they choose to come after school because they can work together and get most of their homework done out of the way whilst they're in school, and it's just a much more relaxed atmosphere, makes it a little bit easier for them to do their homework. So we get a lot of students doing that, and that is also another contributing factor to our really good results. We have outstanding artwork that we produce, our students produce, and we get really, really good results, consistently above the national average every year. So just to recap, there are 3 options. You can choose fine art, that's if you prefer more familiar techniques like drawing and painting and 3D. Graphics if you want to do more designing on the computer, and textiles if you're into colour and pattern decoration using the sewing machine. If you still have any questions about what to choose or what not to choose, please ask your art teacher, or you can send me an email at awright@cowsec.org. I hope this has been really useful, and I hope to see you all soon.